Let's sketch this line. We rearrange terms, and this is equivalent to y equals minus 3x plus 1. So the y-intercept is 1. Let's attack the y-intercept. From the origin, we go up 1 unit. And we draw a point here. The slope is negative 3 over 1, so the rise is minus 3. 1, 2, 3. And by the way, we're at negative 2. And the run is 1, so we go 1 to the right. So this point is 1 comma negative 2. And we connect a line that goes through these points. This here is the line. Let's sketch the line y equals negative x. Now we're used to the slope-intercept form y equals mx plus b. But here there is no b value. Essentially we're adding plus 0. So if the y-intercept is 0, it means we draw a dot here at the origin. And the slope is a hidden negative 1 over 1. Rise is negative 1, we go down 1. And the run is positive 1, so we go right 1 unit, and we draw a dot. Then we draw a line through the 2 points. Let's sketch this line. Let's rewrite this equation as y equals 1/2 x minus 1/2, which is equivalent to 0.5. The y-intercept is negative 1/2. So let's draw the origin here, and we'll label this as 1, 2, 3 in the positive direction, and we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3 in the negative direction. When the y-intercept is negative 1/2, that's between 0 and negative 1. It's over here. Now the slope is 1/2, so the rise is 1. So from here, we add 1, we end up being here, which is 0.5. And the run is 2. So let's jump 2 units to the right. By the way, this is positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, etc. So from here, we're going to go 1 unit, 2 units to the right. So we can label this point as 2 comma 1/2. And then we just draw a line that goes through these 2 points. This here is your line. Let's find the slope of this line, y equals 3. Now, it's nice to know that the general equation of a line is y equals mx plus b, but in this case, there is no x. Essentially, this question is y equals 0x plus b, and the b value here is 3. So when we say y equals 0x plus 3, we are saying y equals 3 is a line with a slope of m, which is 0. So the slope indeed is 0. Now if we draw this, we'll see that y equals 3 is like an airplane traveling across at an altitude of 3 kilometers high. The slope indeed is 0 because we're neither increasing or decreasing. For example, if we take 2 points, 0, 3, and we'll take another point here as 4, 3, let's calculate the slope. Slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 is 3 minus 3 divided by x2 minus x1 is 4 minus 0. So we get 0 divided by 4. 0 divided by anything is 0. So the slope indeed is 0. What quadrants is this line in? We start at the top right, quadrant 1, quadrant 2, in a counterclockwise direction. This line is in quadrants 1 and 2. What is the slope of the line x equals 2? Let's draw this. 1, 2 to the right of the origin. x equals 2 is a vertical line. So the slope should be rise over run. Let's pick 2 points. We have 2, 0, and we'll pick 2, 2. So the slope should be rise over run. Rise means y2 minus y1. The run means x2 minus x1. So here we subtract the y values, 2 minus 0. And we subtract the x values, 2 minus 2. We see that we're dividing by 0, which is not allowed. So the slope is undefined. We know that positive slopes are uphill and negative slopes are downhill. So when we have an infinitely steep slope, we can't decide whether this is uphill or downhill. The slope is either positive infinity or negative infinity. So we call the slope undefined. As for quadrants, this line is in quadrants 1 and 4. Recall this is Roman numerals 1, 2, 3, and this is 4.